When they had the draft lottery of December 1969, I was in that first lottery, and my number came up 82.
I did have a sense of patriotism. Most people say they joined the military to serve their country. That was part of it.
I was 7 years old when 9/11 happened. We were actually living in New York at the time.
Slams into the North Tower of New
I
York
recognized that it was bad,
Trade
and I also recognized that there were tons of people helping. I wanted to do something of service.
Veterans Day is really deeply seated, means a lot. I come from a long line of veterans. My grandfather was Army, my father was Navy. There's a pride that comes with you. It just kind of carries on through your life. It never leaves you.
I spent 12 years in the Air Force, and I enjoyed my time there. So I spent a lot of time overseas, being deployed to the Middle East, Desert Storm, Desert Shield. Every time I left here to go there, it was creating hardship for my family.
A buddy of mine, he was driving across a tank bridge on a creek. One of the tracks locked up, turned over and killed him. The military is a dangerous situation when you drop in live rounds in a mortar. And it's not like the movies. It's the loudest noise you have ever heard in your life. You have to depend on one another.
During the Vietnam War, I served as a notification officer to visit homes and tell families that their son wasn't coming back. The freedom that we have in this country doesn't come free. There's a price that's paid, and that price is paid by the soldier.
When you're working in a squad and in a platoon, you have to depend on other people to make sure that the missions get carried out and everybody stays on task so that everybody stays alive. I feel a lot of veterans are good servants because we went into the military with a servant's heart.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands.
I think there's a brother and sisterhood that goes along with the military that people don't realize. It provides you structure, gives you that confidence to go forward and move forward in unknown waters.
There's a lot that's instilled in us with regards to organization, logistics. Your voice is important, but it can't be the loudest voice.
The people I met, the experiences I had, the service to help others and to defend our country is something I'll never forget and something I'm extremely proud of.
I'm very thankful for the opportunities that I got in the military and what I brought from the military back to EMS. Being able to delegate, task, lead, all while performing patient care. I knew right out the gate when I started that I wanted to work for Johnston County EMS.
Veterans Day is a day that I get to celebrate not only a decision that I made and knowing the sacrifice that came with it, but it also makes me respect and give thanks to those that were before me that made that decision. Both my grandfathers were drafted. One made it back, one didn't. Knowing that people before me and people, since me have made the decision to stand up and say, I want to fight for my people.
Johnston County is a very friendly place. I see a lot of people that are always like, hey, thank you for your service. And, I appreciate that, but I'm actually grateful to the military for what it's done for me.
Veterans Day means to me recognition and gratitude for the ones who wore the uniform. Just the fact that they stood up, raised their right hand, and said, send me.